in the moment it feels like such a big deal. Like it's like this, oh my god, the world's ending. Like I've just had like a vintage ban, I need to switch to pro, I'm not gonna make money for this amount of time. But then it's one, it's like what can you actually do about it? And two, in a month's time you're not even gonna think about it anymore. Sure, you might miss out on, you know, a few weeks worth of sales or some money that you could have made, but you'll make up for that like down the line. You know what happened to me? And look, like I went an entire year without Vinted Pro, no issues, never had anything. And then when I voluntarily went, I got unlucky and it was like 4 weeks until all my sales cleared. And so the entire month of January, like the start of this year, was basically zero from reselling. I maybe made like a few £100 in the first few days, and then the rest of January I didn't have an account. And so that could have been like the end of my business in my head if I'd made it a big deal. But I just knew like when February hits, once it clears, I'll just go harder, I'll make that money back. And have I ever thought about it again? No, not once. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think like my biggest concern was like, you know, the Vinted ban might potentially like end and I'm not on the coach anymore, but like the lessons that I'm gonna have are still always there.
Yeah.
Like I do think really now I know exactly what I'm doing, I know exactly how to make money, and obviously I'm gonna make mistakes. Like that's just part of it. But I definitely feel like I'm in a better place than I was before.
Yeah. And that's why I say that all the time to people, like on the calls beforehand and like on the calls like during the coaching, like, you know, as you're coming to the end, obviously you're 1 month into it now, few more calls left, few more weeks left. It's like, but you're then part of the community forever. You're part of that. You still have your check-ins. There's that element of accountability still there, as well as like all the information and the things that you've learned. It's like you then go off and it's like those two main things that people always like come to me for or struggle with. It's like, what do I buy? What is actually profitable? And like, where do I then buy it from? And that's the biggest thing. It's like, the scary part of it is like you put money into delivery and it's like it's shitty items, and then how do you get your money back then? Whereas like when you're selling like the correct items, even if it's not the best delivery in the world, like you can always make your money back, and you're probably seeing that firsthand. It's like you can always break even on a delivery, and it's not as big a risk as like people make it out to be. Especially someone in your position where it's like you're 16, people who are like 17, 18, still living at home, maybe you're at university. Like this is the point where it's like the lowest amount of risk you'll ever have. It's maybe different if somebody has a family, somebody has kids, bills to pay, and they need to come into reselling and make it work from day one, be profitable from day one. But I always say to anybody like in that position, like I had a guy ask me, it was like, how do I know whether or not I can take it full time? And I was like, what do you actually have to lose? Like, what do you have to lose from at least trying? Like nothing. Like you live at home, you've still got a roof over your head, you're still gonna have food to eat. And so like, why not do it now rather than later when there are like responsibilities that stack up? Yeah,
I think if you don't take the risk, then you'll never know like whether you could.
And I remember like before the coaching, before you like actually like joined, like you were like uncertain, you were on the fence with it. Like what sort of like worries did you have before? Like was it?
I think worries was just because it was more just like a really big investment. But like you said, you're investing in yourself. Do you know what I mean? And like long term now, the money I spent on the coaching will be like nothing compared to like what I can make with the knowledge I now have.
And what you will make. You will make. That's the thing. Yeah, exactly. Again, it's a trial and error thing. Like you might eventually been able to like find these items and have been confident in them like over time, but that would have required you like putting money into it. And I try and like frame it in that way. It's like you probably can get there like on your own, but it just might take you a year. It might take you the way in which it took me a year to really get to the point where like I know what items sell well, I know what items are profitable, and I only focus on a few of them now. It took me about a year, and that meant like testing different categories over like a massive amount of time. Which meant money invested, time lost. Whereas if I can give that information to you in 6 weeks and save you a year of trial and error, then it almost becomes a no-brainer. Of course it's an investment, of course it's a lot of money, and when you don't like 100% know that like this is going to work, then it's a worry. But like you said, it's like an investment into it. It's 6 weeks of coaching, that's just to transfer the information across and to get you comfortable like on your own. But the whole point of it is so that you can then go out on your own and continue to use that information. You know how to find profitable items, you know what they are, you've got your own relationship with suppliers, you've got your own Pakistan supplier and directly there, but you now know what items to go and buy from him and what prices you should be paying. And then all these little small things, you kind of just like work it as you go. Things like storage, things like titles, descriptions, photos, these are the small things, like little 1% changes that improve the business. And then it's just really about like, if you can get the stock, if you've got the supplier, it's just about doing it, and then like scaling and getting past the obstacles when they pop up.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I think it's like people are willing to like, you know, pay for like university courses and like that's an investment in yourself as well, but like a way larger investment. You're not even guaranteed a job.
Exactly.
Course. And it's like why not just invest in yourself by like trying to like start up your own business and just like do something different than what everyone else does.
And I think you'll learn like 10 times more doing that, at least going through that experience. And then the amount of like confidence it builds, like you're just building evidence that you can go out and build something yourself. Like you can create money out of nothing. You don't need the security of a job to be able to do that. And like once you finally get that feeling of like I can just make money out of nothing, like that, like it changes everything. And I feel like you can never really go back down to that like 9-to-5 job path. And the fact that like you're 16 and it's like you're starting now, like I only wished I could have started now. The fact you've even invested into coaching like is massive in and of itself. I don't know if I'd have been able to do that when I was your age, but like I'm 24, so you've got 8 years until you're in the same position as me. Like wow, that's like almost like double the amount of time I've been like doing some sort of business or trying to make money. So it's like sky's the limit, really.
It is. I think like I said to you in the call, it's a bit like the Rocky cutscene. Right now for me, but I think once that cutscene's over, I'll definitely start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, man. You're just in those early stages, and I think like enjoy it, because like one day you're gonna look back to this point and be like this was like the time that I like everything kind of changed for me, and like as you go, like you just understand it better. You just get more confident in yourself to make decisions and know that it's the right decision. Or even if it's not the right decision, you're just like, you take action very quickly, right? You don't like, oh, should I not? You just do it. It's either right or it's wrong. Either way, you learn from it and then you go from there. And that was the thing with me. Like I knew early on, like when I was 18, that I wanted to do something like different, but I still went off to university because I was unsure. I didn't know what the thing was. So I spent 4 years at university, like convincing myself I'll figure something out while I'm here. I never did. It was only when I decided after university I need to do something and just committed and went all into like one thing. Like I've got no other option to make this work. Otherwise I'm gonna have to work a job. That's when like it all just happened. And then since that moment that I decided, it's just been like a snowball effect, and it's just led me to where I am now, essentially. Man. But it's been an absolute pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much, bro. Let's go.